Welcome everybody, my name is Nick. I was working on this potting bench for my wife. It'll be an upcoming project build video here on my YouTube channel, but I just wanted to talk to you real quick about how to ensure whether a workbench or a coffee table, end table, anything like that is flat. I should start out with kind of talking about the different terminology, whether something is level or flat, because oftentimes I hear them used interchangeably. Somebody will try and say, oh, this workbench is flat, and they'll use like a spirit level, and they're judging that off of that bubble in the vial in the level. When level more or less refers to whether something is parallel to the horizon, but oftentimes I hear people say, you know, this is flat, and then they check it with a level. Flat, mathematically speaking anyways, is 3 or more points that are coplanar, or 3 or more points that reside on one plane. I'll get back to the 3 points thing in a little bit because it's kind of a neat thing, but if you're dealing with 4 or more points and you want to make sure that it's flat, I like to use winding sticks. What are winding sticks? Essentially, they're just a couple pieces of wood that have parallel edges to them. In this case, I used a scrap 2x4 and a plank left over from a raised planting bed that I did for my wife. And then those boards can be placed on whatever it is you're trying to ensure that's flat. Just to make it a little bit easier on myself, I took a permanent marker and just darkened the top edge of that back board. And you can see here from the CAD model, that top edge, you basically just want to sight in past that front board. And let me zoom in here. So you can see that back board, and as you kind of raise and lower your head, you can see that black marker line that we left on that top edge there. And as you're lowering your head, you can see less and less of that back board, and eventually you're going to just see that black line, and you'll be able to see just the top edge of that. That line from left to right will be completely even. It won't necessarily duck down. Here for that back portion, I'll exaggerate this slightly, but I'll raise that up to simulate if the bench was twisted. Obviously the bench is not twisted. This is in a CAD program, so it's perfect. But so now as you drop your head down, that black line kind of gets smaller and smaller, and you can see from the left I have a lot more, and then it dives and it just kind of terminates to the right. That would indicate that there's a twist, so that back right corner is sitting a lot lower than the back left corner. So if we were to put a top on this, there's a twist in there, and that top isn't necessarily flat, and you would want to try and correct any type of framework or structure underneath like this before it gets to a point where it's problematic. Here you can see in the real world example where I was dipping my head down, you can see that front board is just scrap. That was a miter saw fence, and then that back board, we can see that black line goes all the way from the left to the right. Like I said, if that were to dip down, we'd have a twist and we'd be able to correct it. Now, granted, this is a potting bench. It doesn't matter a whole lot, but in instances like this where perfection doesn't necessarily matter, I think that's actually a really good place to practice. That way, when you do get in an instance where it does actually matter and the tolerances are a little bit tighter, you at least kind of have that in your reserve skill set to say, well, I've done this before and I've kind of worked out things problematically and things of that nature. And this is perfect for end tables, coffee tables, workbenches, all that sort of thing. And like I mentioned before, this is 4 legs or 4 or more points. Going back to 3 points, those are always going to be coplanar. There's going to be a plane that's always going to be able to find and hit all 3 of those points. That's why you find a lot of these farmhouse stools and tripods and things of that nature with 3 legs, because there's no way to have a rocking situation on uneven ground. Definitely nothing new there, considering I think it was the ancient Greeks that were using that however many years ago. But it's definitely interesting to bring up. If you haven't seen winding sticks before, definitely give it a try. It's a quick and easy way. Now granted, you can make fancy winding sticks, but in this case, a little outdoor furniture project, I had some scrap wood laying around, and it took me a whole 5 minutes to figure out whether it was flat. I needed to adjust the frame or anything like that, and just super quick and easy. So I figured I would share that with you guys. If this is your first time here, definitely hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna, like I mentioned before, be building this for a complete project video. It's gonna be an outdoor potting bench made entirely of cedar. Hopefully I'll have it out within about a week or so. And until I talk to you guys next time, you guys have an awesome day.